Let's learn to knit together today, this beautiful handbag. The bag has large capacity. You can keep mobile, keys and other small things in this beautiful bag. This bag is made of 5 strands of soft cotton yarn and with number 4.0 crochet. First we will start weaving from the bottom of the bag. Before starting the video, we request you to subscribe to our channel, and also like and share the video. First, start the needle in a circular motion. Crochet winding hooks out the thread. Then knit 6 short stitches inside the loop. Six stitches completed. Tighten the coil and pull the thread out at once. Then knit a pull stitch on the first short stitch. At the same time, hide the remaining thread. In the second round, first lock 1 stitch. In this round, add 1 stitch to each stitch, knit 2 short stitches. This round adds a total of 6 stitches, and a total of 12 short stitches are knitted. The second lap is completed. Knit a pull-out stitch on the first stitch. In the third round, look 1 stitch first. Knit a short stitch on the first stitch. Add 1 stitch to the mesh and knit 2 short stitches. Next, continue knitting 1 short stitch and 1 extra stitch. This round adds a total of 6 stitches, knitting 18 short stitches in third lap. The third round is completed. Knit a pull stitch on the first stitch. In the fourth round, lock on stitch first. Knit a short stitch in the first stitch. Add 1 stitch to the second stitch and knit 2 short stitches. In the third stitch, knit a short stitch. Continue knitting 1 short stitch, 1 additional stitch, and 1 short stitch. This round adds a total of 6 stitches and knits 24 short stitches. Fourth lap completed. Knit a pull stitch on the first stitch. In the fifth round, lock 1 stitch first, and then knit 3 short stitches in sequence. Knit 2 short stitches by adding 1 stitch to each stitch. Next, continue to knit 3 short stitches and add 1 stitch. This round adds a total of 6 stitches and knits 30 short stitches. From the 6th to the 10th round, continue according to the adding needle rules on the screen. Add 6 rootstocks in each round, and keep adding stitches until the 60th frame. The bottom knitting completed, then start knitting upper part of the bag. Also knit a pull stitch on the first stitch. Then lock in a stitch. In this circle, you pick half of the needles inside the stitches and knit them. The number of stitches in the first round does not change. Knit 60 short stitches in sequence. The first lap of the wrap is completed. Then knit a pull stitch on the first stitch. In the second round, lock one stitch first. Adjust the stitches in the circle to knit. The same number of stitches does not change. Knit 60 short stitches in sequence. Second lap completed. Then knit a pull stitch on the first stitch. In the third round, first lock 2 stitches as the standing stitch. Next, knit 60 long stitches in sequence. The number of stitches does not change in the next 3 to 6 turns. Knit 60 long stitches in each round. Change thread knitted in the 7th round. Similarly, knit 60 long needles in sequence in each round. Keep knitting until the 13th round. Lap 13 completed. Then lock in a stitch. Next, start knitting the 14th circle. Also knit a pull stitch on the first stitch. Knit 3 long stitches in sequence at the back. Then knit a pull stitch in the next stitch. This is how the first set of patterns is knitted. Continue to repeat the pattern knitting later. Follow the order of pulling out 1 needle and 3 long needles. Finish knitting this circle. After the bag body weaving is completed, the next part is knitting the bag straps. First, lock the edge and start the needle. Crochet winding hooks out the thread. Then knit 5 braid stitches. Return to the second to last stitch to pick up Russian's thread. Knit 4 short stitches here in sequence. First row completes, flip the strap. Skip first stitch, start knitting on the second stitch. First knit 3 short stitches in sequence. Knit a short stitch with this thread on the pick edge of the fourth stitch. Second row completes. Flip the strap. Skip a stitch, knit from the second stitch. First knit 3 short stitches in sequence. In the fourth stitch, pick up the 2 threads on the side and knit short stitches. Continue to repeat the pattern knitting later. Just knit until the required length. Strap weaving is completed. Weave a total of 2 straps using same weaving method. Then sew the straps to the bag body. Almost the handbag is finished knitting. First, don't take the needle. Crochet winding hooks out the thread. Then knit 10 short stitches inside the loop. Ten stitches completed, then tighten the coil and pull the thread at once. Knit a pilot stitch on the first short stitch. In the second round, lock 3 stitches first. Then on the first needle, in the second round, lock 3 stitches first. Knit the next stitch, 3 unfinished medium length stitch. Finally, the crochet hook is used to hook out the thread at once. Then lock 4 stitches. Knit a pilot stitch on the next stitch. This is how the first petal is woven. Continue to knit 5 petals again. Flower weaving completed. Change to light colored thread. Crochet winding hooks out the thread. Then knit 4 lock stitches. Return to the first lock stitch. Knit 6 unfinished medium length stitches here. Then crochet the thread and hook the thread out at once. Lock 3 stitches. Knit a pilot stitch at the starting position, then break the thread to hide the part of the thread. Then use glue gun to fix the flower center to the flower. 2 puff flowers is completed. Finally, weave a chain stitch on the 2 flowers. Chain knitting completed. Finally, it is completed on another flower. Okay, so we wrap these flowers with the bag strap, which now makes the bag look even more beautiful. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video.